Alright folks, welcome to another Karn Reclaimer, aka Karn Claimer League. I only made one change from the previous video, which is I added a Force and Vigor instead of the Relic. Ooh, the Fizzle! Coming in with the dono. Thank you so much, the Fizzle. And we're gonna do a couple of Greek 6 Death Shadow dono leagues. Sounds good. Do you have a list you'd like me to be playing? Grixis Shadow is a weird one for me. I always liked the Grixis Shadow playstyle and stuff, but what would always happen is I would always never draw the cards that I needed. That's always the issue that I had with that deck. I mean, one does not simply mulligan a Splinter Twin hand. Saludos de Colombia, ¿cómo andás, Ram? ¿Todo bien? They're going to repeatedly reprint Sacklands after they made a decision for the first time. You mean Fetchlands? No idea. A playset Meridian was one of my favorite sets, just looking out for others. Yeah. I'll DM the list tonight. It's the only deck I have in Modern besides Amulet. Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, so Kubi Turtle has been basically only playing. Kubi Turtle was a player that I used to know for playing Karn decks, for playing John decks. But lately they've basically just been playing taxes. Ugh, they have the giver. F's in chat for me. Just basically ramping my opponent here. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Forest. Okay. Their hand is not very good, so that's obviously good for us. And what do I want to copy here? Just copy field. They kept a classic Taxes hand, which just does a bunch of nothing. Not a bad top deck. Not a bad top deck, that one. So they clearly have nothing because they're F6'd. Should I call for... Let's call for a Reclaimer, actually. To just like keep up the pressure. Okay, so Knight of Autumn's good, Force is good, Karn is obviously great. That's it. Bog is bad. Probably cut it Titan. I guess I would have cut calls instead of Titan. How's Khan worked out so far? It's medium. I'm not sold on it. It's very likely that we're just making Green-White Reclaimer worse. Because, like, we're cutting lands, we're cutting Florahedron, like, there are some real sacrifices being made in order to fit this card. Like, of course, like, the biggest cut, in my opinion, is the Druid. I'm a huge fan of Spring Moon Druid in this kind of deck. It's so good. I'm a D&T player. Who am I supposed to root for? Me. You're supposed to root for me, obviously. Sure. This is a just fine medium hand. This is not a card that you ever want to draw because you can get so freaking punished. Okay, so we got the answers for those cards, which is good. So we're probably gonna have to operation this. That sucks. I think I'm gonna Dryad here. Do this. We can pay for the Arbiter attacks. And it develops my mana, so I basically don't care about the Arbiter too much anymore. The equip there, that's fine. Serving for 4. What happens if I take it? I think we just take it. Then we can blow up the sword. My opponent gets to draw a card, which obviously sucks, but now we get to kill the giver. 1, 2, 2, 3. Giver down. Sure. And now white. No! That was obviously a misclick, as you can probably imagine. Well, now we lose the game instead of winning. Feels bad. Fuck, man. Ugh. That is really frustrating. That's really fucking frustrating. And that's an insanely costly misclick. That's an insanely costly misclick. Shit. Okay, so we might be fine here. Play this. Batter Skull. Skull is fine, we can just chomp it. So we don't want to see Apparition. We don't want to see Apparition, we don't want to see... I guess Path to Exile also wrecks us. We have only 7 mana. So I guess we're gonna have to pass this Arbiter. I wonder if my opponent is thinking about equipping the Batter Skull to the Flicker Wisp. Honestly, that might be the line for them. But if they do that, we actually win. Because we just pass the Arbiter. Okay, so there, that's not the line they're going for. Dryad gets answered. We are in a lot of trouble. Definitely taking the Champerino there. Vial. Vial off the Field of Ruin. Ooh, this is gross. So I guess they're going to try to deny me the mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's path there. So I have to draw exactly an untapped land then. If I draw exactly untapped land, we win. And if I don't find exactly untapped land, we're going to lose to the Flickerwoods in the air. Untapped land. Any untapped land. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, we lost, obviously, to the... We lost to the misclick, right? If we had been able to like blow up the thingy, my opponent doesn't have good attacks, we're a healthier life total, my opponent can equip the Wisp, but it's not lethal. Yeah. We just got completely brutalized by that misclick. Feels really bad. We should have won that game fairly easily. We're gonna keep this hand though. Damn, this is a hand. Turn 2, 3, 4 Reclaimer, don't mind if I do. Okay, I reviewed the set for modern play, Disdainful Strokes, No Lands in Search of Greatest Mystic Reflection, Table Trickery, and all at some point. I don't know what you mean by that, Stabs. I mean, like, those are the cards that you would want me to play? Let's do this right now. So we can't get got. Phyrexian Revoker. Well, this Reclaimer is a 3/4, I guess. Am I swinging for 3? I think that my life total matters more than my opponent. It's nice that Karn comes down and gives me a lot of information. Okay. So they probably don't have Sword. So they have to activate Vial now. Nothing. They do nothing. Thank you for that follow, Calvetog. Appreciate it. They do nothing. I think I have to play around Apparition. So I'm just gonna get explosives. My Reclaimer blocks my opponent's dudes. So if they can attack Karn, but if they do, that means that... So like they could Apparition into attack Karn, but then we get to Titan, hopefully, and they would need to have exactly Mind Sensor. This stays on 2 though. That's interesting. They didn't vial anything in response to the Karn, but this stayed on 2. That is very confusing. I wonder what that means. Am I getting debated here? My opponent has 4 unknown cards. So they didn't have... I think I'm supposed to go for it. Because it feels like... It feels definitely correct for them to have played the Arbiter last turn in response to the Karn, and they didn't. They have it? Well, we get super owned, I guess. That does make my explosives better, because now I can clear everything. Gonna switch to a nice shorter, so I need to stay up. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stabs, that I can't stream at your time. How many bits for the extra long stream? Until 3 a.m.? Jeez, I mean, that would probably be a lot of money, I'm not gonna lie. Archon of Emeria. Oh, shit. That's right, Archon of Emeria has text. Wow. This card is gonna own me. Okay. An ham sandwich and a beer. Yeah, that's the life. Spend many years of my life being persuaded by that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to be kidding me. Really? Well, insane. Yeah, the amount of work that Archon of Emeria has done here, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so we lose to Wisp, we lose to Apparition, we lose to what else? Path to Exile. So all of those cards we lose to. And they had it. Wow. I can't believe that we lost the second game. Ah, that misclick ended up costing us the match. Ah, feels so bad to lose to a misclick like that. God damn it. We'll make enough money tomorrow night to cover my FLU sales for years. Nice, nice. It's time to change jobs. Oh, man. Archon of Emeria. God damn it. I was just 1 mana short of taking care of everything. Anyway. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Would I consider Crucible on the Carmel list? Not really. Oh, we're playing against Tonio. Yeah, we're gonna ship this. Splinter Twin. If you don't support me, wife will make me get a real shot. California is looking so hot right now. Oh no, California is not in great shape. Cali is not looking great. Tonio is actually an Italian player, and they are the player that I lost the finals of the Legacy Showcase challenge to. They were playing the mono blue Narset deck. Seems like they're on Dredge. Yep, Dredge it is. So that has to have been their top deck, because it would have been a lot better for them to do that in upkeep. So now it seems like we're drawing some blanks here. Yeah, I guess this is kind of enough to bog here. Mostly because they found the amalgam. Well, got wrecked. Still in fine shape here. I wanted to get rid of one amalgam. Now I'm now facing two, but so that part is not great. But this is just fine here. So next turn we're gonna get to to Titan. I guess I should have played a fetch land there. That was a tiny mistake there because I guess it's just fine here. It was a mistake though because it puts me in a situation where I have to go do this now, but I guess it's not the end of the world anyway. We just have to stay alive and then the zombie apocalypse will take care of the rest. Yeah, no, we didn't do very well, Depth Chat. we didn't really do very well. I think that 3 chills. Yeah, so they're down to 1 chill, so this is 3 mana to activate. So if they activate this, they're not gonna be able to get back Ox. So I guess that we just double field. And we start putting the pressure on them. Okay, yeah, sweet. Because we could have Vesuva the other dude too, right? But Got these, add force, add knight. We can add a couple of purges. Do I want Karns? I guess I don't want Karns. Karns are pretty solid against Blood Moon, but like we have answers to Blood Moon, and like we just have Tomos, Crypts, and Relics. Wormcoil is also pretty solid against them, but I think I'm gonna go with this. Hey, let's keep this. We got basics, we got Purge, we got Dryad, Natty Bog. Trying to have me up and I'm ruin it? Nah, don't worry about it. I don't need help being hyped up. This Tormod script is hella sexy though. Guess we also got that one. If my opponent moons here, they don't. We don't even need to think about it. I don't think I'm gonna play the Bog. They can't Ox here. They did run Imp though. So now, because I was very smart when I didn't play my Bojuka Ball in the previous turn for no reason, we get a sizable amount of value here. Most certainly a reasonable amount of value that we're getting right here. This hurts, says my opponent. Nine out of 10 dentists recommend adding one more land per front scripture exactly. Been riding Titan since life began. He ended up making so many land drops. One time he caused an asteroid land drop to hit the earth and kill all the dinos. Yeah, I remember that time. It was tough. Mateiko, thank you for the follow. Mateiko. GG, Estonia. Punt already, got a trophy. Nice. Is Karn talks on going wide or just testing? Just testing. Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty sure that I'm just making my deck worse by putting Karn in it. But hey, this is a Karn stream right here. We like the great creator. This is the kind of hand that I might keep if we had access to Druid, but I basically just have to ship because we don't. This one we can't keep though. What's up, Thalia? How's it going? Mountain. Okay. Fran the great content creator. That's funny. So I still don't know what I'm playing against here. This could be mono red prison. This could be just burn with a bad hand that my opponent should have probably mulliganed. This could be prowess with a bad hand that my opponent should have probably mulliganed. Fun fact, Magic Story existed long before Wizards. They just stole it. Oh, Fran fact. Karn had a Planeswalker Spark before he was a creature, but Fran stole it to put... Yeah, exactly. All of that which was just said is true. How could I not assume that my opponent was on burn and just... Sometimes I surprise myself. Sometimes I'm just like, damn it. Like, I'm pretty good at this. What do you got, opponent? Fran fact. One time Fran surprises him so hard he peed a little. That's it. Not all Fran facts are happening. Black and Gold 61, thank you for the follow. That's definitely a medium Fran fact for sure. That one is definitely a medium Fran fact. So if my opponent is all in on trying to find more moons, which probably they should. Then that could potentially run. My opponent's paying costs. Oh, okay. Just bluffing gut shot. Just like that, huh? Well, that's a prime time. I feel like I'd rather chill instead of operation just yet. Reclaim for bounce lands. I'm not sure just yet. Like I need to see what my opponent's got going on there. Because if my opponent has a blood moon going on, well, that doesn't do anything at all. So that's perfectly fine. I don't know if I need to be getting basics. I don't know if I need to be getting flagstones here to set myself up. So it's between flagstones and a bounce land. If I find a land, I'd rather have flagstones. So I guess let's get the flagstones here because it allows me for the best thing to happen basically, which would be any land here, exactly. So now we apparition white, and 1. We apparition the moon. Why did they put Chalice on 2? That makes no sense. So now Reclaimer gets me up a land. And we even get to serve with this Riot. I mean, I guess it stops my Lambris goals, so that's something. But my opponent still needs to beat 6/6s. And I guess they have no answer to Reclaimer. So they're like on 1 it doesn't make sense, so I guess it's on 2. Well, that is very good for us, I think, because we can sack this. Get a basic points. And here we get a castle. There's a castle. Nice chalice on 2, opponent. This is not even a maw. This is like a straight up primeval titan. I don't know. It feels like my opponent failed to assess what was going on here. So this is 6 mana plus 1. So now we can get field plus Valakut. Because we kill both of these. And now I guess that they would need to have like Ensnare Bridge into another moon effect. Doesn't seem very plausible. This is good, this is good, this is good. These are good. Boom. Shave a couple of these, shave that one. I guess I'm gonna play around Boil. Guess I'm leaving 2 paths in. Maybe I should be cutting 1 more path and leaving the Eladamber Skull. But my opponent was doing the thing where they put a Chalice of the Void on 2, so PSA, stop playing Karn in Titan decks. Much easier for my decks. That makes sense, Archaeus Dota. Yeah, okay, you convinced me. You convinced me. Let's do that. We have Reclaimer. Pog needs more Siege Rhino. Oh man. Siege Rhino. To be fair, Chalice is pretty terrible against green white unless you get to 12 mana. And even then, there's still a card called Cavernous Soul. So it's just bad. What's a PSA? It's public service announcement. Well, this hand slaps. If you were to ask me, Francisco, what's a hand that slaps? I would say this one. Penis status acrobat. Interesting. I guess PSA has a different meaning in your state than in mine. Made a meme, I can show it off to you. That's not a link. Stabs, unless you copied and pasted it wrong. That link is terrible. Yeah, that's not a good link. So my opponent goes turn 2, pass the turn. Is that what's going on here? Yep, that is exactly what's going on here. And we masterfully drew the other half of the Splinter Twin combo. Jeez, what a master. So my book play for Column Reclaimer list I was talking to about yesterday. I played on stream and beat everyone but the show until matchup. Deck felt super good. Awesome, Basic Swamps. Do you have a list that you wanna hook me up with so I can check it out? I might play Legacy tomorrow. Like, I wanted to play Modern today because I don't know, I just felt like playing Modern, but technically Wednesdays is the days that I stream Legacy. think I just get a second basic forest here. My opponent missed the land drop last turn, so I'm not playing around Bolt because my opponent's playing a Chalice deck, so. And I guess I'm gonna block in case my opponent plays Rabble Master. Figured. Okay. It's a pretty solid meme. Man, I could maybe use an adjustment. Oh no, you're stomping my Reclaimer. Chat, my opponent stomped my Reclaimer. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to do that. Prison, you say? Who's the prison deck now? Who's the prison deck now, opponent? Tell me. I think you're dead, opponent. You and your mismatching mountains. You and your mismatching mountains can get the hell out of here. Do we care about blowing up this moon? I guess sure, let's do it. My favorite thing about this is how we're winning on so many different axes. Like, which axis do we want to be winning on? Because we're winning on all of them. We're winning on the axis of amount of lands in play. We're winning on the axis of amount of planeswalkers in play. We're winning on the axis of amount of colossal dreadmaws in play. Every single axis is covered. All of the axes are covered. Winning on the axis of who's playing the prison deck now. Oh no, Blood Moon, yeah, I know. What are we gonna do? Yeah, Blood Moon beats all the land. That is fact. You should mulligan to like land, Blood Moon. You're good to go. Were you winning in the I'm playing Blood Moon axis? Oh. I mean, I was gonna be winning on the do you have a Blood Moon in play axis as well. I mean, we were gonna be tied on the you have a Blood Moon in play axis. So I guess that we were not technically winning on that axis, but we were winning on all the other axes. If only you had a boat, then you would be winning on the axis. Wow. Yeah. Turns out that we were the better prison deck all along. Plot twist! Plot twist! We were the prison deck all along. Splinter Twin into Karn. You love to see it. Don't bolt me. Okay, cool. Please don't be Electro Balance. 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 We're just slamming this Karn here, right? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Who said white doesn't have a ramp? Look at Flaxons. Yeah, it's basically white ramp. Opt. Still, no idea what my opponent is doing. The good thing is that if my opponent is actually playing Electrobalance, we are looking very good here. Well. Well, I guess there's that. So this could be Storm. In any case, Eidolon is going to be very good. I guess Path to Exile is not going to be good, so let's cut all the paths. Maybe some number of purges just in case. Let's cut a Force for now. Let's cut a Titan. I guess a Dryad. Cast 2 cantrips, concede the game. Yeah, that sounds about right. Fiery Islet into Zero Visions. Okay, we've seen this before. Still hoping that my opponent's not playing Electrobalance. Still hoping. Forest. Reclaimer. Go. Okay, it is Storm. So my sideboarding is terrible. But that's okay. Yeah, the getting Eidolon is the plan, but I don't know if I'm gonna have to bog them first. Pieces of the puzzle. Seems like a point is tapped out. Probably means no remand. If they are indeed tap out here, or like they go for a mini grape shot or whatever, I am definitely letting this Reclaimer die and I'm going to call for Eidolon. Okay, another ritual. Okay, mini grape shot. Sweet. Call Eidolon. Eidolon, you. Eidolon, I choose you. No blocks. Surprised we didn't see more Storm in this meta. It's possible. Storm is okay. I don't think Storm is like nuts or anything. It feels to me like it's just okay. Okay, options here. We can Karn. We can Dryad. If we Dryad... I think I'm gonna Karn. Because we can Crypt. I think we're gonna get remanded, basically, regardless of what we do. Nope, never mind. Okay. Tormod's Crypt. Oh. LOL. Oh, that's right. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy right here having text and shit. Look at this guy having text and shit. I'm a coward, chat. I'm sorry. I am a coward. Just hope we get Ash Ketchum as a Planeswalker. It would certainly be funny. Wow. That's a whiff. So if we draw a land, I'm going to play a Dryad here. If we don't draw a land, I'm going to play Tormod's Crypt again. We did draw a land, so let's play the Dryad. Reason for this, obviously, is the fact that we get to set up our defenses here. I guess we can cycle. Nah, let's just Sombo. Let's just Sombo. So for 1 mana, they can't answer right alone here. So we're still looking good. And if we get to resolve this script, it's probably GG's. So we're going to see an end step, gifts ungiven here. Start here. Gonna go with coding, so we can start going after the lands. Gonna bounce Groves here so we can cycle. Oh, we have enough Sombos in play, I think. They do nothing. If they're doing nothing, then what's the play? Like what's their end game? Oh, sweet. I guess that's that. Dope. Cyborg extremely poorly. Doesn't matter. Still get there. Don't tell your mother. She's so lovely to hear that. Yeah, no. It's fine. I honestly think that cowardry is underrated. Of course, Pont got a 5 already. Yeah, why wouldn't he? Why would he not? Okay, so we're playing against Nawel 10, the Prowess Master. The Sand is not very good against Prowess. It could be good against Prowess, but it's not. Though, to be fair, no hand that we can really get is good against Prowess. We're also on the draw. Maybe Amulet really has remained tier 0 or tier 1 through multiple metas. I mean, it's the only reasonable explanation, right? There's the Soul Scar. Well, that's interesting. Can we play this Tap and Go? Next turn we can explore into Path. Because I'm definitely interested in killing the 3-4. I don't want to kill the Soul Scar. The 3-3 flyer. Yep. That's the one we want to kill. One top, one bottom is what he chose. Explore. That's a Karn. Probably not going to be very good. Ha! But we mess with their scry. Got him. Ha 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 ha. No scry value for you, opponent. We got him, Chad. We got him. Yeah, I don't like what's going on right now. All of it that's going on right here, I don't like it too much. We can make Reclaimer a 3-4. The other option was to play Karn and minus for explosives, but I don't think that's a very good idea. Can they beat Worm Coil? Yeah. Yes, with Soul Scar Mage. You could El Alambris and crack explosives next turn. No, I can't. If I call, I can't Karn. Four mana. 5 mana. Oh, wow. Well, that kills the Reclaimer. Just hoping to dodge bolt here. That's the line. It's not a good line. Definitely not a good line, but I guess it's where we're at. We also haven't managed to find the freaking... Yeah, bolt is lethal. Sad face. I just can't beat Noel, man. It's insane. Just can't beat him. If I didn't reclaim her, yeah, if I didn't reclaim her, I was actually dead, right? Because my opponent just burst line in my face. No, I guess I was at 11, so that's 4 down to 7 plus 4 for the swing. No worm. I mean, I have Primeval Titan, right? Primeval Titan is better than the worm. That I think is a very common misconception. Like against Burn, for example, I always cut my Karns and I don't bring in the worm. And people are often surprised. You're like, you're not bringing in worm against Burn. It's just like, well, no, it's not very good. Like you attack and your opponent skull cracks you, or in this case, you play the worm and then your opponent just swings in the air and you die. So if I'm gonna be playing a 6-drop, I want it to be Primeval Titan. This hand, I guess it kind of works. So what am I doing here? I think I bottom in the prime time. Guess I see the Karn package from e-tron's perspective. Yeah, that's a very big mistake. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Metamorphose into the thingy. It's insane. Like he never doesn't have it. Like it's not close. Never ever doesn't have it. Just always has it. Okay, we're going for this play, and here's hoping that we can pull it off and we don't get Blood Moon. If my opponent has Blood Moon, we lose the game. But this means that it's not that likely that we die. And then next turn we can play Dryad plus Fetch Land, and that is 12 damage, so we can guarantee that we kill the Stormwing entity. Blue-red doesn't play bottom, it does. Trust me, I've lost to it. Trust me, I have lost to it. Many, many times. That means no moon, so I think that we're in fine shape. Because there's no 1-mana spell that can kill my Dryad. Unless they play a blue source, and this deck sometimes play Aether Gust. And here I'm cracking in combat because if my opponent wants to play a 1-drop in second main phase, like that's actually fine with me. Like in fact, it's exactly what I want to happen. And I guess the best draw would be a fetch land. Sweet. So they are tapping out. That is very interesting. Okay. Am I just fucking dead? God damn it, man. Man, that guy is so good. That guy is so good. God damn it. Alright, we're 3-2 again. Honestly, I don't know how many conclusions we can really draw from that. Like, Karn was definitely hit or miss. I mean, it really feels bad. Like, we should have definitely won against Death and Taxes if it hadn't been for that stupid misclick, where instead of tapping my foothills for mana, I just clicked on the first option and it was to fetch. So I just played myself pretty badly there. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it with me trying Karn in green-white. Is just honestly, there's just no reason. Like, it's fine, but it's like we played against that Nauseam and like it didn't make that much of a difference anyway. Like, to be fair, we didn't draw it, right? The 1777777, etc. With the tier 1 sub coming back for the second month in a row. Thank you so much. Any chance I can get a Table Trickery Dono deck that sides into Amulet? Damn. that is something. I mean, the one you've been here long enough that you know that I will do anything for money, so I think that, you know, we can probably work something out. What was I gonna say though? Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to do with this deck. I like it. It's a cute idea, but I honestly don't think it just works out. Like, it's not like you're playing Karn early that consistently because you have very few ways of ramping. Those ways of ramping obviously as Reclaimer plus Flagstones or Explore. Those are like the only two real ways of ramping that you have, because you are giving up on Florahedron and you're giving up on the Druid in order to make room for the Karn. So I don't know if that's where you want to be. This is the latest the latest list that I was working on, which I was pretty happy with this list. Oof kind of does the Karn impersonation, obviously, and like this card's, particularly this card, like this card is just so good in my opinion in this deck. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're probably better off just playing this and just, you know, you get paired against Hammer and you're just like accepting defeat. What I do like though is I would definitely want to add some number of forces to this deck. So some number of Force of Vigor makes sense to me, particularly because of the importance of having stuff to do in the matchup that I literally just say hammer. But yeah. What's the point of Karn in Titan? The point of Karn in Titan, Def Jad, is that it fixes all of your bad matchups. I mean, it doesn't fix them, but it just gives you a shot in a bunch of matchups that otherwise are just basically not winnable, or they're just not very good. So that would be stuff like Ad Nauseam, stuff like all of the like Oopso spells decks and stuff like that. All of those decks are a real struggle. Reclaimer does have access to, like, instant speed by Jukebox, so like against Oops, for example, you don't care too much, but against Belcher, for example, Belcher is a miserable matchup for us, and what you do is you just play a card on turn 4 and your opponent just lose, MTG Market Watch called this deck Illarami's Toolbox. But yeah, it is a different thing, right? It really is a different thing. And Karn works in very different ways than it works in other decks. Like, it works in different ways than it works in Eldrasitron. It's just a different kind of threat. Like, it just does something different. So it is interesting to see, like the possibilities that Karn gives, but at the same time, you also have to weigh in the cost of playing Karn in your deck. And it seems like Karn, in this case, might not be able to outweigh the costs. Like, in Amulet, you have so much more synergy with Karn, and all of that synergy is kind of like by design, intrinsic to the deck. Like, you already want to be playing Ancient Steerings, you already want to be playing your Amulet and your bounce lands, and like Azusa with a bounce land conveniently gets you 4 mana on turn 2. So like, you have all of this, like, I don't want to say they're just like random synergies, like things kind of fall into place without too much effort. And the same just does not happen for Reclaimer. Like, unless we wanted to play like more number of nonsense cards that I personally don't like for example Arboreal Grazer or stuff like that, that would work a little bit well together with Karn, because you can protect it, or you can play Karn ahead of schedule. And that's just not the case. That's just not the case, because this deck is trying to do something else. This deck is trying to do the Valakut thing, and we have no synergy whatsoever going with the card. So because of that, it just makes things a lot tougher. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. I hope you enjoy the video, and the next time that you see me playing Elvish Reclaimer decks, it will probably look something like this. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.